Now let's see how we can use these perfect square trinomial shortcuts to help us when we're multiplying binomials. This is our formula. A plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. The first thing I would do if I were doing this problem would be to write down that formula. So if I had x plus 2 squared, this is a perfect square trinomial. Now, let's look at this. If my a is whatever is here, so in this problem, it's x. And I'll use another color for the b. I'll do my b in blue. My b is going to be 2. So a equals x and b equals 2. I'll put that over here on the side. So now when I substitute in here, everywhere that I have an a, I'm going to put an x. So right here I have a squared. So instead of a, what will I put? I'll put x. So I'll say that this is x, and it is x squared plus 2. Now, what was a? A is x. And then what is b? B is 2. All right. And then I'm going to add the b squared. I put my squared up there already. And these I'm doing in blue. Oops, okay. So 2 is my b value. So right here for this a, I put an x. For this a here, I put an x. For this b, I put a 2. For this b, I put a 2. So now I can simplify. I have this equals x squared. What is this? Plus 4x plus 4. Okay, you might have thought, well, you know, I could have still done this the easy way, the old way. I could have done x plus 2 times x plus 2, and I could have done x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. And then I would have come up with the same answer. And that's true. But not all of your problems are going to be this easy. Look at this one. This one has 5x squared plus 2x. That gets a whole lot more complicated than this one was. So what I'm doing is I've got this squared. So what is my a value? My a is going to be this whole thing, 5x squared. So a equals 5x squared. And what will my b be? My b is 2x. So b equals 2x. I'm going to put these over here on the side so that I can see them. Now, I'm going to use that formula. I wrote my formula down. So for a, what do I have? I have 5x squared. Now I'll put this in parentheses because I have to square this whole thing. Then plus 2, what was a? 5x squared times 5x squared. And then what was b? It was 2x times 2x. Hope I'm not going to run out of space here. Plus, my b is 2x, so that whole thing is squared. Can you see that? Slide my paper over a little bit so you can see it better. Okay, now I just have to simplify. When I square this, I square everything in this. So that's going to equal 25, because 5 squared, and then x squared raised to the second power, you multiply those exponents. So it's 25x to the fourth. Now I'll multiply all my number parts, all my coefficients and constants. 2 times 2 times 5 is going to give me 20. X cubed, because when I multiply, I do these two. I add the exponents. And then plus 4x squared. Now, in this one, it was probably a little quicker to use your formula. I could have done it the old way, 5x squared plus 2x times 5x squared plus 2x, and then I would have gotten 25x to the fourth plus 10x, I'm sorry, no, that's right, 10x cubed plus 10x cubed plus 4x squared. And then I could have simplified it, 25x to the fourth plus 20x cubed plus 4x squared. Now, if you still are saying, I don't want to do it that way, I can do it more easily just the old way. When we get to factoring and doing this in reverse, you're really going to be happy that you know how to do perfect square trinomials, because when you have something that you can go backwards with, it really helps to have these formulas for perfect square trinomials.